Welcome to the weekend with me, Steve Savant, national insurance columnist and host of the Business Insurance Zone. A couple weeks ago, I talked about guarantees. Are they really guaranteed? And of course, as soon as I said that, this is what comes across my desk, the most convoluted spreadsheet on guaranteed universal life. Now, just a little heads up, you can go out to our site, www.brokersalliance.com, and look for the shows that we did on guarantees with Jessica Lopez. Those Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday shows are golden because we talked about a little bit about what I'm going to gripe about today. And on our mortality mechanics series with Bobby Samuelson, one of the nation's leading authorities, I talked more about guaranteed universal life, which may not be very guaranteed. Now look at this. This is a spreadsheet. Male 45, non-smoker preferred, top of the line preferred plus or super preferred depending upon the carrier. And then I also showed the next level health down. But this is what I want the camera to look like, and I want you to see this column called Guaranteed Premium Type. I've asked, this is the kind of spreadsheet, this is the kind of guaranteed grids that are being out there. If you just took the normal premium that you see listed on this grid, you would think that this carrier's first position is the best. But notice this, it only goes to age 90. Now think about that. If the contract only goes to age 90 guaranteed, and I have a person that's super preferred, the Society of Actuaries 2008 VBT tables predicts that the relative risk may be much farther than that. So their projected mortality or life expectancy could be into the late 90s or early 100s. I mean, every day Willard Scott says happy birthday to a handful of Americans who turn 100. This concerns me because people that are being classified as the highest health category, which is great for them because they're paying less, they're going to have to look at numbers bigger than this. Look at this, in the 7th position, 6th and 7th, they only guarantee 10 years, and it's still listed as if it was on the grid. And this one goes to age 76. Look at the grids all over the board, 111, 15 years, 105. Look at this carrier, life of the client, lifetime, no lapse, which I like. But look at all these different numbers. The actual grid and spreadsheets are so convoluted, how can we possibly know what we're getting? And everybody's selling off this line, off these premiums, and look at these guarantees. They're all over the board. There's no place to settle. That's why we have to do boilerplates that agree. Things that we can take it to the bank, like age 100 or maybe age 120, to try to bring some kind of consistency and standard. When I come back, I'll talk a lot more about guarantees. Companies in our business are always touting service, products, and underwriting. And we do that too. But here's the difference. Now enter the world of the elite producer with a value package that cuts us out of the pack. A BD that approves social media marketing of non-FINRA products and doesn't take an override. With the best competition desk in the industry, and for our loyal producers, a true group health plan. No one offers that. Brokers Alliance does. Steve Savant again. Well, we're on this grid looking at the guarantees. Remember, one of our big issues today are secondary guarantees and no lapse guarantees. If we're going to promise the client that they will be able to pay a fixed premium for a fixed amount of period of time, and they know this going in, that's one thing. But remember, these grids are being used all the time, these spreadsheets, and they're not showing the guaranteed premium types, or nobody's at least managing to that issue. I say to you that it's going to be important to make sure that carriers who use shadow accounts in their guaranteed universal life actually have the provisions to park enough reserves so that they can actually make these guarantees and they'll go out to the durations that we're talking about. Remember, it's so important to keep the integrity of our contract and the integrity of our industry. And one of the big issues of integrity is advertising spreadsheets and grids on guaranteed universal life. And when we quote a number, it is the number all the way out to the maturity date. Well, it's all about guarantees. It's about putting spreadsheets out that actually look like they have reality to them. It's pricing so the client knows what he's getting, and we're putting out the maturity dates or the guaranteed types so that they know exactly how long that guarantee is and that they're not treating all these quotes as if they're equal. They're not equal. I'm Steve Savant. Have a good weekend.